Hello and welcome to session 5 of Daring Faith. In this week's video, I'm going to talk about some practical steps each of us can take to facing our fears instead of running from them.
Now, this is Rod, and we take risk in so many areas of our life. And in this session, Dennis here is going to teach us the 5 principles for taking risks with our faith. Because if we're honest, every step of faith involves some risk. So if we wait to things to be 100% risk-free, guess what? We'll never step out in faith. And what better place to take a risk than the safety of your group? Now, as you're thinking through the places of your faith where you need to face your fears, consider intentionally sharing these with your group. Your willingness to face your fears will encourage others in your group to share theirs.
And as you're learning to trust and grow and face your fears with your group, as you're learning to build these healthy relationships, it's going to be important to get to really know each other. And one way to get to know the members of your group is through a group social. A simple way to do this is to have a meal together before your group time. Simply ask for a volunteer to coordinate the group calendar, create a schedule for different group members to bring food, and then plan a couple of social times together as the group meets. And remember that the most important thing about these activities is to have fun. Why not plan to have a meal before your next group meeting?
Now, in this week's Living on Purpose section, we ask you to share the names of people that need to hear what you've seen, heard, and experienced in your life with Jesus. As you're encouraging people to take faith risks, you'll want to be sure to work hard to create an environment of safety so that people feel the freedom to be open and honest. This is a good time to review the group guidelines you looked at earlier and talk about some of the things you might want to add to it. You may have already be doing well in this area, but it's always a good idea to review these things from time to time.
This week, we'll also be talking about the Daring Faith offering. And this is an incredibly important moment for your group and for our church as a whole. So lead your group well as we work this through. Lead with grace and humility and lead by example. Show your group what stepping out in risky faith looks like. You have the chance to model what you've been learning throughout this entire series. So don't miss this opportunity. Remember, you don't have to share the amount of your gift, but do share how you've processed through this step of generous, God-sized, risky faith personally.
Now, you've probably noticed every week we include a resource for you in your group in the Before You Go section of the study. This is the perfect time to begin deciding your next study after Daring Faith. Now, we know that your group may have just committed to being together during this series, but why not consider staying together, doing another 6 weeks as a group? Now, there is a life group resource area in the bookstore at Crossroads. There are about 50 different studies that you can select from. One of the best group studies is called The Prodigal God. It has a DVD, a study guide, and even a book if people want a little more. And you don't even have to purchase a DVD. You can just check it out for your group, use, and then return it. If you don't know what to do next, just email groups@crossroadscolorado.com, and either I or Dennis will help you select the right choice.
And one last thing, be sure to tell your group about the Daring Faith events that are happening in the next few weeks. Encourage them not to miss the weekend services and the terrific celebration weekend we're planning for May 21 and 22. Well, thanks for hosting your group. Your faithfulness is making a difference in the lives of each person in your group. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.